What's the biggest reason you're not losing weight? It's the title of today's podcast episode. Welcome to my podcast. You'll have to excuse my cough and my raspy voice, going through a cold right now, but that's not stopping me from delivering this message to you, my friend, my listener, whether you're hearing us on YouTube or my podcast through Apple or Spotify. Welcome to the show. We are in the Lent series. I'm doing a 40-day series all the way up to Easter with a podcast a day is my aim. And today I want to talk about, as a fitness and health coach, why you're not losing weight. Let's just get really blunt and direct. You have weight you want to lose, but you can't lose it. Why can't you lose it? You ever thought about that? First off, have you ever thought about why can't I do this? You might be thinking to yourself like, yeah, that's all I think about. I don't want to be this way. You probably think you're thinking about why you can't lose it. But have you ever really in depth thought about, it's not impossible. Why am I not getting it done? This isn't something that's something in my body that's literally biologically preventing me from losing the weight. If you have that, it's a different conversation. But if you're a healthy human being and you're overweight and you don't want to be overweight, why can't you do it? Now I'm going to give you the first answer that usually comes to the human mind is because I'm not strong enough. I don't have enough willpower. I'm not disciplined enough, or I'm not motivated enough. And I guess there's some truth in all of them. And I guess I can form an argument that would allow you to continue believing in that. But I want to present you with a new reason into what I believe in the over 75 transformations that I've helped with my clients and 250 people that I've worked with, because not everyone gets a transformation, you know. The real reason that you don't and you can't lose the weight is because you don't believe that you deserve to, okay? It is strictly an inner feeling. It is an inner life conflict, and deep down in your bones, you don't really feel like you want to lose weight. You don't really feel like you deserve to lose weight. You don't really believe that you can do it. And here's the thing, when you really do believe, it's usually when you start. And that's where motivation comes from. Motivation comes because you really believe it. And in that believing, life starts to open up. You find a coach, you have a plan, you pay something, you're excited, you start off good. And somewhere along the lines, you stop believing. Here's the thing, if you just did this program or whatever program and every day you woke up, looked better, every day looked better, I looked better the next day, and then I looked better the next day, and then you wouldn't stop. You wouldn't stop because you would keep believing. But something happens in your body whenever you start a program and you're like, fuck this, it's too hard. Whatever it is that happens, it's what we see externally, right? We go to a party, someone calls us, some shit happens, I got stressed, I forgot to eat this food, I didn't work out. All these are external things, but the internal thing that I keep coming back to, what really is happening is that you don't believe that you're worthy of it anymore. You don't believe that you can have it. The central main point and reason that I want to give you on this podcast episode of why you can't lose weight is because you don't feel like you deserve to. Something in and of itself with your self-worth starts to believe that you're not worthy of losing this weight. And then you start telling yourself, I always fuck it up, I'm always here, I always get down on yourself. And then all the external things happen. Like I'm undisciplined, I'm unmotivated, this happened, I can't get to the gym, I don't want this anymore, this person's better than me. All those things happen. But the central theme of it all, you in your bones, your cells, your DNA, your mindset, your soul says, this isn't for me. Because if you really, truly continue to believe that I'm worthy for this, no matter what came, you would continue down the path. And the reason that people tap and quit and stop is because they stopped believing and stopped having that child faith that they did in the beginning, because things got hard. It's a worthiness question. And then so what happens is you give into your unworthiness feelings and you spiral down the loop, and life haphazardly comes against you and everything starts to fall apart slowly, because it's very slow. And then you end up stopping, quitting, tapping, whatever you want to call it. And then somewhere along the lines, a few weeks, a few months go by, and that slimy, beautiful, unspoken voice of hope starts to bring in you again through maybe a video you saw, or someone's body that changed, or someone else that's doing it, or you looked in the mirror, you didn't look half as bad, or something happened in an outfit, or you like a girl, or you want to impress a guy, or whatever it is. And you think to yourself, I can do that. And there, my friend, pops back in your self-worth and belief. And my point in this episode to tell you today is that self-worth and belief that you feel at the beginning, or maybe when you're restarting, isn't just motivation. It is your self-worth and your inner life and your conscious and the realest and truest you speaking to you in those moments, letting you know this is the path. Stay in this frame of mind, no matter what plate of food, no matter what gym, no matter what person, no matter what social media algorithm comparison feature, no matter what clothes you have on, no matter your mood, your energy. Keep that high level of self-worth and believe and deserve that you should feel this way. Because true faith is being able to feel something when you can't yet see it. And it's inside you, no matter the exterior world. Whether that's actual literal world, the house you live in, the people that are around you, or it's your physical body and what's occupied around your heart and mind physically. It's all the same thing. It's being able to see something without yet having it or feeling it or knowing it. That's faith. And when you lose that faith, when you lose that inner sense of self-worth, everything starts to erode thereafter, because unworthiness will start to grow and fester all around you. I hope this makes sense for somebody that needs to hear it, that's trying to out-discipline their life or outwork it or fantasize about some future where they look a certain way, or one day I'll get in that outfit, and one day. I guess those are all good motivators, guys. But if deep down inside you don't feel a sense of worthiness for the way you want to be and the way you want to feel, you'll just always attain those things, like I said yesterday on the episode, and then you'll want something else, and then you'll go to something new, and then you'll have to have something else, because you never really feel peace, because you're always looking for peace outside of yourself. Peace is within yourself. It's from a deep knowing that you're worthy, despite how you look or feel, and then you can go after what it is that you desire to transform in your life. But it's already here. It's already yours. Worthiness has never left you. Worthiness is not depending on how you look or what you have. It is an inner state that is always existing and always with you. And I hope that can help you for what it's worth. Begin to unravel the process of changing your body and losing weight. Because not only will that get you there in a lot more peaceful fashion, but more than anything, and what I see with countless clients, is it will allow you to stay there and remain there and keep it, because you believe that you're worthy to be that man or that woman that has that body, no matter what shape or form it's in. Because the person underneath is more valuable than the exterior. And when you really feel that way, of course your exterior is healthy. Of course you're on the road to healthiness. Who would want to feel bad? Do you understand? But do you really feel it in your bones? Do you really believe it in your soul that you're worth something? That's the inner life of the exterior fitness journey. And that's what few coaches will tell you, because even fewer have. The exterior world says one thing, the interior world says everything. So, if this speaks to you, and if you feel like this message makes sense, and if you've fallen off a few times and you don't know what it is, I encourage you to reach out to me, to work with me, to let me hear your story and potentially guide you into the direction that you know you're worth. You just can't seem to find the right plan, the right direction, or have the right coach in your corner to support you and lead you. And I can be that person. Just let me know you're a listener to the show. Give you a little discount on my program, whether it's on YouTube or Spotify or Apple. Thank you for being a listener to this podcast. It would mean the world, even if you didn't want to work with me, that you left me a rating or review for this show. This is how it grows. This is how people find it. This is the only way the algorithm understands growth in the podcast world. We don't pay for stuff. We got to depend on our listeners' ratings and reviews. So a 5-star review and a comment would mean the absolute world if this in any way brought you value. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode.